I am here in my room. It is show day. I got up very early this morning. I had to get my tan done at 5:30, and then my makeup was at 6:15 at a different hotel, so had to get a taxi over there. Makeup went great. I love this look. I feel very, very pretty. I don't know, this look is just fun. I decided to do my own hair for this show. I haven't done that in a while, but I just wasn't super happy with how my hair turned out in Ohio with the weather, so I wanted to be able to wait a little bit longer to do my hair so that my curls would be a little bit more intact by the time we get over to stage. So I'm doing that now. I ate a small meal this morning and checked in with Justin. We decided we normally like to eat twice before I go on stage because I don't want a ton of food in my stomach. So we decided that maybe I'll eat 3 times, but we're just going to make them smaller. So same amount of volume, just broken up a little bit more since I did have to wake up so early. We do have to head downstairs around 10:30, hop on the shuttle, and then we will be headed over to the expo for prejudging. It is not until 12:30, so I definitely think there's going to be some time to kill, which is fine. Show day, I think, is a lot of hurry up and wait. So right now I'm just finishing up getting ready so that I can relax. And then I will get my bag together so that I can just make sure that I have everything for prejudging. So far so good. Everything's been really smooth this morning. I got maybe like 7 hours of sleep last night, but I had my Oura Ring's plugged in because it needed to charge. But I had a pretty good sleep score considering it wasn't a ton of hours. I didn't wake up a single time during the night, which is very rare for me because I normally wake up 3 or 4 times at least just to pee. So I woke up and I did have to go to the bathroom right away to pee, but I didn't wake up at all, like one time during the night once I fell asleep. So that was good. There was some kind of party going on in the hotel, so there was music bumping. So I'm surprised I fell asleep because I was like irritated, and then all of a sudden I guess my sleep medication crept up on me and I was able to pass out. So that's this morning. I'm gonna finish getting ready and then it will be time to relax and head to prejudging.
She's a second Amy.
Made it backstage. Hair, makeup, all done. I'm going to be wearing the same suit as I did at the Olympia in Ohio. I'm going to eat in a few minutes, 11 o'clock and then 11:30. He has me taking a shot, and then it's going to be time to get dressed and get pumped up and ready to hit the stage. They have a cute little backstage area back here, some lighted mirrors. It's been nice. It's a little bit warmer in here than yesterday because it's been freezing here. So I'll give you guys a peek of that.
And coming up next, up front.
Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. pace run. Great job, ladies. Thank you. Back to you, David.
We are backstage about to warm up. This morning went great. I was top 2 again. In prejudging, me and Shelly were splitting center, and then they did a top 2 confirmation round this time. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit closer than it was in Ohio, I hope. Felt super good to be back up on stage. Was super, super happy with my presentation and my posing, the look, the glam, all the things. Very, very happy. I got a good meal in my stomach, and then I relaxed in the room. I did my Normatec boots, some stretching, and just kind of got ready for finals. I did some more stretching when I got here, and now we're about to go warm up on stage and get ready for finals. So I will keep you guys updated on how it goes. We are here warming up.
Hi.
Here's the stage.
I am here.
Okay, okay, so
Goodness, girls. Getting ready. Thank you very much. We're ready to party.
2 weeks ago, please welcome to the stage, Allison Dominguez-Kramer.
Okay, we are backstage waiting on awards. Tonight was not my best performance. I had just bobbles that I normally don't have. I was able to watch a video, and I feel like a lot of them I recovered from, but it's definitely not the routine that I had planned, and it was not as good as Ohio, unfortunately. I'm just trying to give myself some grace here with knowing like 2 of these 3 weeks I was sick. When I came back from Ohio, I had a stomach bug, and that took some time to recover from. And then after that, I had what I believe was strep throat. So all in all, like I barely recovered in time to like travel without being super sick. I was still dealing with like some breathing issues, just having a sore throat and having some lesions in my airway, which is never easy, but it is what it is. Honestly, last week I remember just laying in bed feeling so sick and just like praying to be able to make it to stage, because you spend a lot of time and money to do this. And for me, it's a passion. I love it, but it is my hobby. I don't put all my eggs in this basket, but I still want to perform at a high level and do my best, and that's important to me. So I'm just trying to focus on the wins for the weekend. I still had a personal best this morning in the physique round, even though my performance, wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't awful, just definitely not what I had planned, and I was really hoping to do it better than I did it in Ohio. So I'm a little disappointed there, but I'm not going to hang my head. I'm gonna just be happy, and everything's a learning experience, celebrating post-show. You know, I'm going to have a little bit of a break now. I'm going to go to London and Paris and just enjoy my time in Europe, and then I'll be headed back to the States next week. So all in all, today was still a good day. We're waiting for awards. Not sure how I feel, where I'm going to be. I'm hoping to stay in the top 5, and I will still be pretty happy with that. So that's just kind of a recap before we know the outcome. So I will let you guys know how I do. Hello, we've made it back to Dallas. So I'm gonna wrap up my Arnold prep series. Arnold UK was such a cool experience. It was my first international show, so lots of little learning curves. UK is definitely different when it comes to the microwave situation, the outlet situation, the ice, the fridges, that kind of stuff. So I definitely think just going into next year, I'll be a little bit more prepared. But just to wrap up show day, I took 3rd place overall. I did win the physique round. Super, super, super proud. You know, me and Shelly not necessarily have been going back and forth. She's been ahead of me. It was like 7-8 at Olympia, and then it was 5-10 at Arnold US. So this time it was 6-9 for me. So taking that physique round was definitely just like, I don't want to say everything, but like the past year with the coaching change, my physique has just surpassed anything I ever thought was possible for myself. And so to be rewarded and, you know, basically at that show, you know, considering Shelly's like our reigning champion, like I just beat her in the physique round. Just, it was super proud for me. And I'm, you know, and I say this kind of like in the sense of like, she's someone like in the physique round that can push me. There's not, you know, genetically we have both the shape that the division is looking for, but we have, you know, just slightly different, you know, my thing, I think I come in a little bit more conditioned. She has just this beautiful full muscle bellies. So for that to go my way after traveling, you know, halfway across the world to compete in a show, I don't know if I mentioned this, but between Arnold US and Arnold UK, I came back and my knee injury was like really flared up. So the first week back, I like was barely able to practice. Like I couldn't do any tumbling. Like I just had to focus on like the choreography aspect of it. And then I had like 1 week of like, is it 2 weeks of practices? Yeah. I got so sick. I'm 99% sure I had strep throat. I didn't go to the doctor, but all of my symptoms were strep throat, and I've had it before. And then when I started to get like the sore, like lesions and stuff, I just knew I was like, I'm sick. So all things considered, I don't say that to be like, I got 3rd place because I was sick. No, I say that because like I still overcame being sick and I showed up and I just continued to check the boxes. And I think so much of this sport is just like mental fortitude and just like show up for yourself. And like, if I would have pulled out of the show, you know, I would have missed out on this experience, and I still took 3rd place, not even at my best. So when you're feeling down or like sick or tired, like, yes, there's a time and a place to rest. Like, but for me, I had committed to this show. I had spent a lot of money to get there. I was planning to vacation in Europe afterwards. I didn't want to miss out on any of that. So I pushed through. I was super happy with the physique round. Like we stepped off the plane, very little sleep because it was a red eye. Like the plan was to like sleep and get adjusted to time change. Barely any sleep. We got to the hotel. It took a little while to get a room and check in. I checked in with Justin, and it was just like, who the hell looks like this when they step off the plane? Like I was just like shook. So physique round, super, super proud. Routine was not my best, but it wasn't awful. Like I watched the video back and it's just like, there was a lot of things like I know in my routine that didn't go the way I had planned it. But I think at the grand scheme of things, it was like 1 or 2 things that maybe the judges noticed. And then I had dialed back my tumbling. Just the stage was very, very hard. And my endurance from being sick was just not really where it had been for Ohio. So I just had to make a judgment call of like, I don't want to feel any worse. I don't want to like create a bigger, you know, issue with my injuries that have been nagging, because I still need to try to qualify this year for the Olympia. So I just had to make a judgment call. And at the end of the day, to get third place, I was super happy. It was only a 2-point difference between second and third. So overall, I was super, super happy with how I did. I wasn't super pumped when I like left the stage after performing, but after I watched the video back, it kind of like calmed me down a little bit, and I just was like, you know what, like I was laying in bed last week sick, just praying to make it to stage. As long as I stay in the top 5, I'm gonna be pretty happy, in the sense of like I won't be like super bummed. But got third place, was happy with that, and then got to just enjoy Europe. Like I haven't been to Europe since I was 18. So left Birmingham, went back to London, got to spend a night there. I got to stay in the most beautiful hotel I've ever been in. I found out that I love flat whites. And just got to like kind of like walk around the city, like do some touristy stuff, but it wasn't like high on my agenda. All I wanted to do was just like enjoy. And that's kind of what I got to do. And then left London, went to Paris, got to do, you know, a little bit of shopping, see the Eiffel Tower, the Cathedral of Notre Dame, Arc de Triomphe, I forget what it's called. But then the last day there, I found this cute little area that's like not super touristy. I went for a cinnamon roll shop, but everything was just like super, super French. Like I bought chocolates to bring home to some family, macaroons, we found a cheese shop, and then there was like a vintage French clothing store. So I actually did get a dress that like I put on and it just like fit me like a glove, and it's very, very vintage and retro, and I love it. And then I bought like an oversized blazer. I'm gonna have to have it tailored a little bit on the sides, but I like it being like big kind of in the shoulders, but I think it'll look really cute with like maybe like a really fitted top, and then like skirt and stockings kind of look. So I was super happy. Good trip. Traveling back was a little hectic. It's supposed to be 11-hour flight, ended up being like this 14-15 hour thing. We got delayed leaving France, and then we got here and there wasn't a gate for us in DFW. So lots of obstacles, but I got back and I've just been focusing on catching up on sleep, getting back in the rhythm. I'm gonna check in with Justin tomorrow. I told him, I said, I just need a few days to be like 100% on plan, deal with the sleep deficit, just so that like we actually have a baseline. So this is going to end my Arnold prep series. Arnold's are behind us. I feel like I got the redemption I needed from Olympia after getting second in the physique round and having my worst performance probably ever as a professional, 10th in routine at Olympia. I ended 6th place overall. So to come back and be Arnold US, it was 2nd in physique, 4th in routine, 3rd overall. Arnold UK, 1st in physique, 3rd in routine, 3rd overall. We are 8 weeks out from Legion Sports Fest. I was the 2024 champion. So I am looking forward to going back to Reno to try to reclaim that title. And Chris Minnis does a great job with the production. So I'm super, super excited. Only thing in Reno that I'm like, don't love about performing is the elevation, but we're going to work on tweaking this routine, just add a little bit more difficulty. I'm going to really focus on my endurance these next few weeks. And our plan with the physique round is to, now that I had like my Europe stuff and like we've kind of had the water taper off, we're just going to try to maintain for a few weeks, kind of get my stimulants down, decrease cardio a little bit, increase food for a while, and then we'll probably have like a 5-6 week push just to, I don't even think 6 weeks, probably 4 or 5 week push to get me to Legions. In the meantime, I have a concert next weekend, super excited. I'm gonna go see George Strait in Austin, and then my birthday is in 1 month. So, well, 1 month yesterday. So I will be turning 33 on May 3rd. So 3, all the threes this year. So super excited about that. And then we're going to be headed to Reno. So I will be starting a new prep series. I don't know what I'm going to be calling it, but thanks for following along. And yeah, it's just super, super pumped, super grateful. I had 2 great showings, and now I just get to have a little bit of energy and really focus on refining this routine, because I know that it still has a lot of potential to be better. And I'm super excited to work my way back to this year's Olympia. This will be my, as long as I qualify, it will be my 5th consecutive Olympia. So super pumped, super pumped. Yeah, so I'm gonna get in here, Tumble HQ, and we're gonna start working on this routine.